Ladies and gentlemen, when Krishna ji says, Karma gara, phal ko asa narakha, to Arjun, Arjun gets confused and asks Krishna ji back, phal ko asa bina karma गर्ने त गर्ने किन? He asks Krishna ji, फल को आशा बिना कर्म गर्ने त गर्ने किन? अनि फल को आशा राख्नु के गलत हो त? He asks Krishna ji. First watch the clip for yourself, then we'll talk about it.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भूः माते संगोस्त्वा कर्मणि.
किंतु निष्काम कर्म कैसे संभव है वासुदेव? फल का ज्ञान ही तो कर्म करवाता है, और यदि दृष्टि फल से ही हट जाए तो कोई कर्म करेगा ही क्यों?
कोई कर्म इसलिए करेगा पार्थ कि कर्म के बिना तो जीवन संभव ही नहीं. तुम सर्वश्रेष्ठ धनुर्धर हो, परंतु यदि तुम्हारा आखेट तनिक भी इधर से उधर हो जाए तो तुम चूक जाओगे. तुम्हारा अधिकार तुम्हारे वाण संधान पर है, तुम्हारा अधिकार तुम्हारी दृष्टि पर है, परंतु उस मृग पर तुम्हारा कोई अधिकार नहीं जिसकी ओर तुम वाण चला रहे हो.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन. Let's first talk about these words. Let's first define these words, karma, dharma, and then we will go on to talk about the philosophical implications of it. But first of all, what does karma means? Okay, this K-A-R-M-A, karma, or as Westerners likes to call it, karma, K-A-R-M-A, karma. I'll first talk to you about what is the Western concept of karma. Western concept of karma is you get what you deserve. Their concept is if you do something good today, then something good will happen to you tomorrow. Their concept is God is watching. Shree Krishna ji mathi bata hernu bhasa, right? And if you do something bad today, then something bad will happen to you tomorrow. You get what you deserve, and what you deserve is decided by God based on your deeds today. That is their concept of karma, and there is nothing wrong with this concept. Nothing wrong, as in this concept is fine to live with, as it provokes you to, it pushes you in a direction to do something good in the hope of having something good being done to you tomorrow. That's the Western concept. Their concept is God is watching from above and is writing in an individual column and is tallying, is this person did good? Good. 1 mark to the good. Is this person doing bad? 1 mark to the bad. And is making that tally, and you will get what you deserve in accordance to that tally at the end. But the Eastern concept of karma, or what I like to call it karma, karma is a little different. My definition might be a little different because these are heavy words, right? Heavy poetic words. Different people have different meaning associated with these words, and I have associated my own meaning with my 22 years of living experience. So my meaning might be different than yours. My interpretation might be different than yours, and today I am just going to tell you my interpretation of these words and these philosophical implications. But these philosophical topics are very vast, and someone might have different interpretations for it. But my definition of karma is a little different. My definition of karma involves the day-to-day actions that you take, the day-to-day decisions that you make. What do you do after waking up? After waking up in the morning, what do you do? That is simply karma for me. But there is a merit to be given to the Westerners' viewpoint of karma as they say it. Because think about it, right? If a person steals and get away with it, let's say a child, 10-year-old child steals a pen from someone and gets away with it, or never gets caught for stealing the pen, then what is the worldview that the child develops, right? He develops that you can get away with stealing because he got away with stealing in his subjective experience. In his experience, he can get away with stealing. So there is no incentive for him to stop stealing, because in this materialistic world, he can succeed by stealing. So he steals a pen, one time a pen, and second time an eraser, next time something else, next time something else, next time something else. He starts stealing in his life until one day he eventually gets caught and then gets punished or whatever by the society or whatever. But the point is, if that kid had stopped stealing after stealing his first pen, then maybe he would never have received the consequences. Maybe he would have never got caught. The world is by and large a very random. It's very random. So it's not necessary for the one who does wrong to get what he deserves or get caught. It's not necessary for the thief to get caught. Nepal Mata especially not. So it's like their point of view must has some merit, because it provokes people to do good in this world, and it's good that they do good. But the point is, there is a problem. They do not account for randomness. They think that the God is watching and he's keeping the ledger, and if you do good, then the good will happen to you. But that creates a sort of resentment. What if you do good all your life yet get diagnosed with cancer? Who do you blame after that? What do you do? The desperation. What do you do in that desperation? It's not necessary for good to happen to the good and bad to happen to the bad. It's not necessary. And in some extent, we understand this. In some visceral way, we understand this. Right? We have seen things happen around. After living a few years, you will realize bad things can happen to good people and good things can happen to bad people. So it's not necessary. Their worldview might be little short-sighted. Now that I have defined karma in my own manner, let's get back to the reel. In the reel, Arjun gets confused. Why should anyone do any karma if not for the fruits of the karma? Why should anyone do anything at all if not for the results of their doing? Then Krishna ji replies, because the person has no option but to do. कर्म गर्ने बाहेक मान्छेसँग अप्सनै छैन रे के. अब म त जन्मिसकेँ, जन्मेपछि आई हेभ 60 years of life, राइट? त्यसमा केही न केही त गर्न पर्यो. अरू गर्न के छ? केही न केही त गर्नै पर्यो कि, अप्सनै छैन. देयर इज नो अप्सन टु डु नथिङ, राइट? देयर इज नो अप्सन टु डु नथिङ. देयर इज नो अप्सन. के गर्छु म? केही न केही त गर्नै पर्यो, केही न केही त गर्नै पर्यो, राइट? अनि like it's obvious, right? Show me a man who has done nothing in his life. Who has done nothing, absolutely nothing. I bet you cannot show me. Even in the act of doing nothing, there is an act of doing something. Even in the process of lying down on bed, you are lying down on bed. Even the process of just sitting down and thinking, even the thought, even just sitting down and noticing your thought, that is meditation or something. You are doing something. You have to do something. You have no option to do anything other than karma.
तुम्हारा अधिकार तो केवल कर्म करने का है, फल तो ईश्वर के हाथ में, इसलिए ना कर्म से भागना उचित है और ना ही कर्म के फल की आशा रखना उचित है.
And then the Krishna ji tells Arjun, तिम्रो अधिकार, तिम्रो कन्ट्रोल भनेको तिम्रो कर्ममा मात्रै हो. फल त कसले के देखाछ र? भोलि कसले के देखाछ र? भोलि कसले देखाछ? तिम्रो कर्मको फल त भोलि आउँछ, भोलि देखेकै छैन, कसैले केही देखेकै छैन. तिमीसँग अप्सनै कर्म गर्ने मात्रै छ. तिम्रो अप्सन, तिम्रो कन्ट्रोल भनेकै तिमी के गर्छौ भन्ने मात्रै हो कि. अब तिमीसँग टाइम छ अनि तिम्रो डिसिजन भनेको तिमीले के गर्छौ भन्ने मात्रै हो. इन्जिनियरिङ पढ्छौ कि, मेडिसिन पढ्छौ कि, बिएससी पढ्छौ कि, के पढ्छौ कि, के गर्छौ कि, एउटा पसल थाप्छौ कि के गर्छौ. तिमीले कस्तो खालको कर्म गरेर तिमीले आफ्नो लाइफमा मिनिङ फिल गर्न सक्छौ र भ्याल्यु फिल गर्न सक्छौ भन्ने कुरा मात्रै हो. कर्म नगरिकन त बस्नै सकिन्न. यदि तिमी एउटा कर्म गरिरहेको छौ र तिमीलाई लाग्छ कि मैले यो नगरेर यो गर्न सक्छु भने तँ गर नि त. कर्म बिना त सम्भवै छैन लाइफ. लाइफ इज इम्पोसिबल विदाउट कर्म, राइट? सो कर्म, so only decision that you have is which karma to do. And my concept of dharma is dharma is the guiding light for your karma. I'm not talking about the dharma as in religion kind of dharma. I do not mean religion when I speak the word dharma. I mean what you should be doing. Karma is what you do. Karma is what you should be doing. If you are a student and you have accepted the identity of yourself as a student, then maybe your dharma is learning, right? Maybe your dharma is learning. And dharma is a guiding light for karma. So what your karma should be is to learn. If you do not learn, then your karma is not aligned with your dharma. And when your karma is not aligned with your dharma, then then you get into the state of duality or dvaid. That is called dvaid. Let me explain to you what I just said in a proper manner. So there is an exam, let's say tomorrow you have an exam, and you, because you have accepted yourself as a student, you see yourself as a student, your identity is of a student, so in some visceral level you understand that your dharma is to study, but you don't study. And do you not feel that guilt? Do you not feel that duality, that I should study but I didn't study? Do you not feel that guilt, that duality, right? When you do not study, when your karma is not aligned with your dharma, that duality is called dvaid. The state that you are in when your karma is not aligned with your dharma, that is dvaid. And the problem is not that you just act and leave. The problem is you are watching yourself act. When you lie, let's first say, when you lie and you understand that being honest is your dharma. And dharma can be dictated by many things in life, right? I'll talk about what dictates dharma. But not lying, being honest is your dharma. So whenever you don't act in accordance to your dharma, when you lie, when your karma is not equal to your dharma, what happens is you get into duality. You feel bad, you feel guilt, you feel that you have that duality within you. You live in the state of dvaid, because तिमीले झुट बोलिरहेको अरू कसैले नदेखे पनि तिमीले चाहिँ देखिरहेको छौ, because there is a doer and the watcher within you. You first do the action and then you watch yourself do that action, and then you have to contemplate that action in your head. The problem is not just that, because there is another watcher within you watching the watcher, and there are infinite watchers within you. First there is the doer, and then there is a watcher within you, trying to explain what the doer just did. The doer lies, and the watcher sees the watcher within you sees the doer lying, and then there is another watcher seeing the watcher seeing the doer lie. So there are watchers, right? And when, like, so making dharma is equal to karma, acting in accordance to dharma is doing nothing but making the doer and the watcher same. If you do not lie and in that moment, if you speak the truth, if you are honest, and being honest is your dharma, then in that case the watcher will not feel guilty for speaking in a wrong manner or lying. If you speak the truth, then the doer and the watcher are the same. There is no duality between the doer and the watcher, and that state is called advaid. And for me, I do not know if nirvana exists or if moksha exists or not. If you are able to live in accordance, if your karma is in accordance to your dharma, then you live in the state of advaid, and that advaid is experienceable, because you know, and you have experienced that dvaid before. Have you not lied and felt guilty without facing the repercussions of lying? Right? You have lied and you have felt guilty for lying. You felt guilty for lying without having to face the consequences for lying, without anyone catching you lie. Right? So that is dvaid, and you have also experienced advaid in some visceral manner. So I do not know if nirvana exists. I have not yet experienced that or anything. So if I am able to live my life in accordance to my dharma, if I am able to perform my karma in accordance to my dharma, then I am good. Right? And it's not always possible to make your dharma and karma cohesive. Sometimes you lie, sometimes you do wrong things. But there is merit. But I see myself in giving myself the merit to be given when I act in accordance to my dharma, when I perform the karma in accordance to my dharma. I exist in the state of trance, I exist in the state of advaid, right? Not nirvana or moksha. I have not yet properly defined those concepts. मलाई के थाहा छ र, मलाई त के नै थाहा छ र, मलाई त जुन visceral level मा understanding छ त्यही त आएर गफाइन रहा हो. मलाई त आदि थाहा छैन, आदि के 1% नै थाहा छैन, 0.1% नै थाहा छैन, राइट? हैन र? अनि एन्ड फलको आशा नराख रे. कृष्ण सेज कर्म गर तर त्यसको फलको आशा नराख. What a line. Because let's understand this, right? Do you understand chaos? Okay, I'll first explain chaos, first order chaos and second order chaos. Okay, first order chaos. What is a first order chaos? First order chaos is when the predictions of it do not change the outcome of the outcome. For example, weather is a first order chaos. What does first order chaos mean? If I predict weather, if with some scientific devices or something I predict that tomorrow it is going to rain, then that prediction will not change the fact whether it will rain tomorrow or not. But there is also second order chaos. Second order chaos is stock market. Second order chaos is stock market. What happens in a stock market? Let's say Nepse है, नेप्सेको एउटा सबैभन्दा ठुलो एनालिस्ट छ, who has million follower on YouTuber, let's first say, and that नेप्सेको stock trader says प्रभु बैंकको stock चाहिँ माथि बढ्नेवाला छ. And then million people watch to नेप्सेको stock trader को video, and then they invest on that प्रभु बैंक को stocks, and the stocks increase because demand and supply. If the trader, by saying that यो प्रभु बैंक को stocks चाहिँ माथि जानेवाला छ, the trader creates a demand. उसले आफूले पनि स्टक किन्छ अनि उसको मिलियन फलोअर्सले पनि यसले भन्यो प्रभुको स्टक भ्यालु बढ्नेवाला छ, त्यही भएर उसले पनि स्टक किन्छ. Now, because सबैले स्टक किनिरहेको छ, the demand increases. Demand increases because of the increment in the demand, the value of the stock increases. So what is this? This is a second order chaos. Second order chaos means when the prediction about a certain outcome changes the outcome itself. That is the second order chaos, and this world is a infinite order chaos. There are so many variables. This world is the chaos in the order of infinity. There are so many things that can change the result. The prediction about the result can change the result, but the prediction about the prediction can also change the result. Now, Krishna ji says to Arjun, तिम्रो अधिकार बस कर्म गर्नुमा छ, फल पाउँछौ पाउँदैनौ तिम्रो कन्ट्रोलमै छैन, तिम्रो अधिकारमै छैन. एन्ड कृष्ण जी सेज टु अर्जुन, तिमी आफ्नो कर्म गर, फल छोड्देऊ, तिमीले फल कन्ट्रोल गर्न सक्ने कुरा नै हैन. नाउ what are the real life implications of this? World in large is a chaotic system. So, and फल छ नि, result with many variables. Okay, whether you get the results or not have many variables, infinite number of variables. And to infinite number of variables, not in the same proportion. Some variables affect the result in higher quantity, higher amount, and some variables affect the result in smaller quantity, smaller amount. So तिमीले रिजल्ट कन्ट्रोल नै गर्न सक्दैनौ because there are infinite number of variables. अनि इन्फिनिटीलाई कसरी कन्ट्रोल गर्छौ? एउटा न एउटा भेरिएबल त छुटिहाल्छ नि. भोलि एक्जाम छ, एक्जाममा राम्रो मार्क्स ल्याउनु इज इक्वल टु रिजल्ट अर सक्सेस फर यु. अब त्यसमा तिमीले भेरिएबल्स कन्ट्रोल गर्नुपर्छ. तो एक्जामको चाहिँ तिमीले भेरिएबल्स कन्ट्रोल गर्नुपर्छ, कुन कुन टपिक पढ्ने, के गर्नुपर्ने. मेबी पास्ट क्वेशन्स अकाउन्ट्स फर द मोस्ट इन्फ्लुएन्सियल भेरिएबल फर द रिजल्ट अर द आउटकम. तर देयर आर अल्सो अदर भेरिएबल्स. के थाहा तिमीलाई डायरिया हुन्छ एक्जामको दिन अनि तिमी एक्जामै दिन सक्दैनौ, के थाहा तिमी बिरामी हुन्छौ. सो तिमीले चाहिँ कस्तो गर्नु पर्यो भन्दाखेरि, तिमी यदि रिजल्ट ओरिएन्टेड मात्रै भयो भने देन यु क्यानट कन्ट्रोल द रिजल्ट. तिमीले गर्न सक्ने भनेको आफ्नो एफर्ट मात्रै हो. के थाहा भोलि बिहान काठमाडौँ मुनि टेक्टोनिक प्लेट हल्लिन्छ, एकअर्कासँग ठोकिन्छ, भूकम्प आउँछ, एक्जाम क्यान्सल, यु डोन्ट गेट द रिजल्ट्स. देन वाट? बिकज द रिजल्ट्स, द फल by large is not controllable. There are so many variables. If you want something to happen, if you want the result, then the most you can do is analyze which variable influences the result the most, and to variable चाहिँ आफूतिर तान्ने कोसिस गर. There are so many variables जुनमा तिमीले जति रसी लगाएर ताने पनि त्यो आउँदैन, त्यो भेरिएबल तिमीतिर सर्दैन, त्यो भेरिएबलले तिमीलाई भोट गर्दैन, त्यो भेरिएबल जता पनि चिट्टिन सक्छ. यु क्यानट कन्ट्रोल. सो कन्ट्रोल गर्न नसक्ने कुरालाई चाहिँ छोपेर समातेर के काम तिमीले. अनि when you are result oriented, you are not really focusing on the system, you are not really focusing on the karma, you are focusing on the fall. When you are focusing on the fall, जब तिम्रो फोकस नै फलतिर छ, त्यो बेला तिमीले कर्म कसरी गर्छौ? तिम्रो फोकस त कर्ममा हुनु पर्यो नि त. तिमी स्विमिङ गर्दैछौ, तिमी समुद्रको गहिराइमा डुबेको छौ. लेट्स फर से समुद्रको गहिराइमा डुबेको छौ, you want to get out, you want to breathe, you are not able to breathe. When you are focusing on outside, यति समुद्र भयो, तिमी यहाँ छौ. When you are focusing on outside, त्यो बेला तिमीले हात कसरी फ्ल्याप गर्छौ, you have to, all of your focus should be on flapping your hands so that you get back on top and get to breathe. तर the moment you stop flapping your hands, you get stuck in that water and you stop breathing and then you die. You don't get the results by thinking about the air on top of the ocean. You get the results by flapping your hands. It's not necessary that you get the results just by flapping your hands. Tsunami आइदिन सक्छ, सुनामी आउन सक्छ, और तिमी माथि समुद्रको सतह माथि नपुग्दै तिमी त्यही सास अड्केर मर्न नि सक्छौ. वर्ल्ड भोलि कसले देखाछ र all you can do is perform your karma. The fundamental nature of chaotic system is such that you cannot predict what happens in the future. A butterfly flapping its wing in Japan might create a hurricane in San Francisco. So how do you predict the hurricane in San Francisco without the hindsight bias of butterfly flapping its wings in Japan? I say there is no way. Why focus on the things that you cannot control? The thing that you can control is your karma. अब मेडिटेसन गरेर, योग गरेर, साधना गरेर मैले निर्वाणा मोक्ष अटेन गर्ने मेरो लागि प्र्याक्टिकल अप्रोच भएन. And I also understand that these words, karma, dharma, nirvana, moksha, these are far larger and infinitely poetic topics. And I have not really done justice to these large concepts with my watered down definitions. तर अहिलेको लागि वर्किङ डेफिनेसन्स भन्छ नि, मेरो लागि वर्किङ डेफिनेसन्स चाहिँ यही नै हो. And maybe one day I'll, with my own thinking, with reading, with different things, I will maybe one day be able to understand these concepts. तर अहिलेको लागि चाहिँ I am happy with trying to putting an effort to making my karma as cohesive as my dharma. Now, back to the example of that kid. Let's say that kid stole that pen and never got caught. And he stopped stealing also. Miraculously, he stopped stealing also. But he knows, he has seen himself steal. Now, he will exist in the state of Dvaita. The duality will exist within him. He will have to deal with the fact that he stole. He will have to deal with the fact that his karma was not cohesive with his dharma. He will have to deal with the fact that he walked in the path of adharma. How will he do that? How will he make truce with the fact that he stole a pen? How will he do that? It's difficult for him. That's why I say act in accordance to your dharma. And we can, stealing pen is just an analogy, just an example. That's why don't lie. Don't lie. Because think about it. If you lie and get away with it, and you can do it, you can lie and then get away with it. But then you will realize, then you have seen yourself lie and get away with it. So, तिमीले देखिसक्यो आफूले झुट बोलेको, and you have to now deal with the guilt of speaking falsehood. And also you have to comprehend, if मैले उसलाई झुट बोलेर निस्किन सक्छु, नफस्न सक्छु भने उसले पनि मसँग झुट बोलेर नफस्न सक्छ. संसार त्यो मात्र नभएर संसारको जुन पनि मान्छेले, तिम्रो डियरेस्ट फ्रेन्ड, तिम्रो द पर्सन यु लभ द मोस्ट, उसले पनि तिमीसँग झुट बोलेर नफसेको हुन सक्छ. Now you have to comprehend that, now you have to think that every sentence ever spoken by someone might be falsehood. You might be living in falsehood. किनभने just because you lied, you have to comprehend with all of that. You have to comprehend all of that everybody in this world might be lying to you. And how do you trust after that? How do you trust after that? And how do you live without trusting? How do you live without trusting? Right? How do you live without trusting? Now you have to comprehend, now you have to carry that huge bag throughout your entire life, that someone might be lying to you anytime they want, and they can get away with it because you got away with that pen. That's why don't lie, don't steal, don't lie. Simple way of living life. सायद यो रियल लाइफमा तिमीले झुट बोलेर, पेन चोरेर, अधर्मको पाथमा हिँडेर तिमीले कन्सिक्वेन्स फेस नगर्न पर्न सक्छ, तिमी कन्सिक्वेन्सबाट बच्न सकौला, तर आफ्नो इन्टरनल वर्ल्डमा कसरी बच्छौ? किनभने तिमीले त देखिरहेछौ अधर्मको पाथमा हिँडेको, देखिरहेछौ आफ्नो आँखालाई कसरी छल्छौ, सबलाई छल्यौ तिमीले, संसारसँग झुट बोलाउला, आफूसँग कसरी बोल्छौ, आफूसँग कसरी बोल्छौ? Also, dharma can be dictated by many factors. Dharma can be dictated by your self-identity. Maybe you believe that you are a chowmin maker working in a hotel. Maybe you believe that you are a cook. Then, if you believe that you are a cook, then chowmin making or cooking is your dharma. And you should make chowmin so that your dharma and karma are cohesive. Maybe it is also influenced by religion. Maybe your religion teaches you to speak the truth, right? And in that case, speaking truth becomes your dharma. And it also, and the fun thing is, your dharma is also influenced by your karma, because karma nai dharma ho. Because in the sense that it's my interpretation, of course I might be wrong, but if you make chowmin every day, then you might identify yourself as for being a chowmin maker. And when you start believing that you are a chowmin maker, chowmin making becomes your dharma. And so dharma can be influenced by many factors. Your religion has a big say in it, your society. Maybe society teaches you to act in a certain way, and you accept the teaching of the society, and because you accept that teaching of the society, you start accepting it as for being your dharma, and you have to act in accordance to your dharma.
त्रिलोक में मेरे लिए कुछ करना आवश्यक नहीं पार्थ, और त्रिलोक में ऐसा भी कुछ नहीं जिसे मैं प्राप्त करना चाहूं और प्राप्त ना कर सकूं। फिर भी मैं तुम्हारे सामने कर्म कर रहा हूं पार्थ, कर्म कर रहा हूं।
साथ श्री कृष्ण भगवानले पनि आफ्नो कर्म गर्नुभयो। म पनि आफ्नो कर्म गर्दैछु, आफ्नो भिडियो बनाउँदैछु, कलेज जाँदैछु, तिमी पनि आफ्नो कर्म गर। बस यति ख्याल राख कि तिम्रो कर्म तिम्रो धर्म अनुरूपको हुनु पर्यो। यदि तिम्रो धर्म गिटार बजाउने हो भने तिमी गिटार बजाऊ, यदि तिम्रो धर्म डाक्टर बन्ने हो भने तिमी डाक्टर बन। तिमीले आफूले गरेको कर्मले सुख निम्त्याउँछ कि दुःख निम्त्याउँछ भनेर त्यतातिर नसोच, किनभने डेथ एन्ड सफरिङ टु कन्स्टेन्ट्स इन लाइफ, भगवान गौतम बुद्धले भन्नुभएको थियो। अब डेथ र सफरिङ लाइफमा छँदैछ भने किन त्यससँग डराउने? अनि सुख आएको छ भने ठिकै छ, सुखमा पनि रमाउला। सुख र दुःखको मोह नराख, सुखको मोह नराख, दुःखसँग नडराऊ, आफ्नो कर्म गर, कर्म गरी गरी आफ्नो जिन्दगी बिताऊ।